Alright, so the BPM for this project is 140. The key that I'm playing is F minor, and I'm gonna start with this sound. So for this one, I took a sine wave, then I went into the pencil and I added some extra harmonics, just like what you see in here. Then afterwards, I put a noise oscillator, AC hum, and this LFO 1/4 that is modulating the level of the noise. The noise is barely there, is like 1% in volume, and the level modulation is 7%. The LFO1 is also modulating the level in here. I'm not using actually the phase distortion, so I'm gonna turn that off. And the envelope looks like this with these values over here. After that, I just enabled a filter, MG low 12, and the LFO1 is modulating the cutoff. Just like this, as you can see, drive 5%. That's the sound so far. Let me disable amp. Then that's the sound without amp. Then I enabled compressor, multiband, which is pretty important for this one. Then tube distortion with those values. And a little bit of hyper dimension, just the dimension part, not the hyper. So that's it for the Serum preset. Then outside of the patch, I put amp rock preset with these values, 23% and 7 dBs of volume, dual mode. Then you're gonna notice for this project, most of the sounds are pretty simple. I think this is the simplest one and it's like my favorite, to be honest. And let me show you what's going on inside of the patch. So I have a square wave and I have this LFO1 with this shape, envelope mode 1/8, and the LFO1 is modulating the level of the square wave. Then I have a bandpass filter. Let me play this without the bandpass filter. That's what it sounds like. Notice that I also have a sub going direct out with this modulation from LFO1. If I enable the filter, this is like where the magic happens for this sound. Yeah, you get that nice tone. Notice that I'm doing it bipolar mode, 41% in that range. So that's without the effects. Now let's go to the effects, and here I have multiband, compression, then once again dimension, 37 and 22%. Reverb with a little bit of a modulation, plate, and these values, I think they're like the default values. At the end, just like an EQ, making things a little bit brighter. Now outside of the patch, I just put EQ, just once again like making things a little bit brighter, and my reverb throw rack, which is creating that nice reverb tail. So yeah, super simple sound, super nice as well, pretty useful, pretty effective. Then I have this sustain bass. Something that I haven't told you guys is that I have my sidechain already enabled, which you might already know that I use utility to create the sidechain for this project. So that's what I'm doing, just something to take into consideration. Going back into the sustain bass. Once again, pretty simple for this like ethereal organic bass tracks like less is more. You can see that from tracks from Chmura, Daggz, Comisar, Saturna, all of those guys, the Qualia gang basically. What you can see in here is I took a sine wave and then I drew the harmonics once again. And having this fifth harmonic in here, bin 5, at 42% is what makes that nice tone. I'm modulating the pitch bend. If it was static, it would sound like this. And with the pitch bend automation, sounds like that. Then I enabled noise with the AC hum 1, 18% in there. Pitch 60%, fine 0.15%. Then going into the effects, I have distortion, soft clipping, then dimension, 25 and 10%. Single band compression this time. and EQ making things brighter. And I'll enable my pitch bend, and that's what you get. Yeah, pretty nice. By the way, if you want to play around with this project, I have the whole thing uploaded to my Patreon along with all the presets, racks, everything that you see in here. So check the link in the description if you want to get it. Now let's continue with this 808 bass. And for this one, it's basically just a sine wave with this 2 harmonics in here. And the key for this sound is modulating the chorus pitch. If I bypass this, you get a pretty static, boring sub. But if I enable the chorus pitch, which you can see in here is 7%, and it's unipolar mode, very important, you get that nice, like, bendy sub. Then the envelope looks like this. And besides from that, I just have asymmetric distortion with these values. Outside of Serum, I just have this EQ decreasing on the sub and then boosting around the 250 and the 600 range. Yeah, just shaping the sound a little bit more. Then I have this FM bass. So this one might be the most quote-unquote like complicated one, but it's actually nothing too complicated at the end of the day. So for this one, I started with the sine wave, phase distortion from B, 26%, and then the LFO1 is gonna be routed to the level of oscillator A, oscillator C, and the noise. So I'm gonna enable those. Oscillator B, I have a harmonic series, wavetable position 7. This is like a classic combination. Using the sine wave and the harmonic series tends to give like a pretty nice sound. And you can play with the wavetable position. The level of this one is all the way down. This is the levels of the modulation, same in here, and same with this one on the noise. So this is what it sounds so far. Nothing too crazy. Something to notice is that the oscillator C is going directly out. So this is just like the sub portion of the sound. Then let's go to the effects. On here I have soft clipping distortion, multiband compression, then hyperdimension, soft saturation, reverb, and this EQ cutting everything below 150. Just because the oscillator C is getting all the sub frequencies, so we don't want to like make it clash with everything else in here. Then outside of the patch, I just put saturator, medium curve, 4 dBs of drive, and then this EQ, just making things a little bit smoother and boosting a little bit on this 5K range. Then going into the drums, this is a pretty simple pattern. So the snare, something to notice is that this first snare is actually being faded. So it's just like the body of the snare, but not the attack, because I want the attack of this one. So combined, they sound like that. And then the hi-hat just have this auto pan with the phase all the way down, and basically what this is doing is like changing the volume of each hit so that they sound slightly different every time, as you might be able to tell from the graph in there, from this graphic. Then on the effects, I just have a ton of reverb on different stuff. So I have this instrument, I think it's called like a duck or something like that, with a lot of reverb. That just helps a lot with creating a nice bed for everything on the synths. Obviously, if you get the project, you will get my reverb throw rack, which is great for this type of effects. I also have this other one. You know, some like kind of like ethereal type sounds, obviously, that fit the vibe of this one. Some glitches as well. And a couple of sweep downs, like that. Yeah, all that good stuff. And actually, if you like this drop, I think you'll love my no good tutorial. Check the video on screen, and I'll see you there.